Welcome to High School Soccer on Spanish Fork 17. It's David Mayer here in the sunniest part of the day. It's 96 degrees at Spanish Fork High School, and we're here for the Spanish Fork Derby. It's Spanish Fork High School versus Maple Mountain High School in the UHSAA Region 8 5A contest, and this is the first of two games between these two teams. The second one will take place at Maple Mountain High School. We have to go back a little bit to see how these teams did in the past against each other, but of the data I could find, there's not a lot between them in the past. Last game I saw, each of them won their away game in the contest for the conference. So if that happens today, we'd see the team in white, who'll play the first half from right to left, I believe. Maple Mountain High School win. And if it goes the other way, Spanish Fork playing in red from left to right for the first half by the looks of it. Your officials for the game are referee Marcelo Chaparro and his assistants Jerry Fry and Jose Jimenez. So we're all set for two 40-minute halves, and the teams will be coming out on the field in just a moment. It's I said it's the hottest part of the day. It reaches the high about now. 96 degrees is the expected high, and that will last until about 6 p.m. So this whole game will be played in the hottest part of the day. So not my choice to be out there running about in this weather. Just coming across the field was hot enough, but we should have a good time. The thing that's worth saying is that we're in the early part of the UHSAA conference. I think the teams have only played one conference game each so far, and the Spanish Fork case, they won theirs, and in the Maple Mountain High School game, they lost theirs. But the difference being that the score in the Spanish Fork game in the conference was 3-1. So they scored a lot of goals, they won by a good distance, but you got to look at the number of goals that Maple Mountain scored in their part of the game in the conference. They scored 4. 5 scored against them nonetheless, but they scored 4. So they have the top goal scorer in UHSAA, so the number 9 top goal scorer in UHSAA so far this season. We're just about to line up for the national anthem, I believe, and as well as which we have also the one of the top players in the country on the Maple Mountain side. So this is going to be a tough game for both teams, but I don't think any one of them stands out at this point as being the one you'd expect to run away with it. We'll see how it goes, but it certainly looks like plenty of opportunity for some good fun soccer here on Spanish Fork 17. So teams all assembled in their own halves. Referees just making some final adjustments there, checking the goals. Are they tied down? Last thing we really need is a good blunderbuster shot that takes them over. So I thought we might have been getting the national anthem, but it doesn't look like it so far. Nonetheless, plenty more to talk about. The game will have two 40-minute halves. We have the scoreboard and time clock in front of us. It's the stadium clock. Bear in mind that the referees will have their own clock that, or the referee will have his own clock that is the one that the game goes by. So the stadium clock will stop with about 5 minutes left or thereabouts before the game starts, and at that point any extra time for stoppages will be added by the referees. I believe it's play to a win in this game, which means that you cannot tie it. If there's a tie at the end of full time, it goes to 2 periods of extended overtime, and the first goal scored in either of them makes that team the scorer of it, the winner of the game. Team's now formed. We're about ready to go. Referee looks to his watch. Spanish Fork with the kickoff. Game on. So Spanish Fork get it underway, drop it all the way back to the defense. Gotta watch you don't lose it. Clearance wasn't clean enough, but they do get it. Spanish Fork then on the red from left to right. But it's taken away in the midfield. Maple Mountain can't find a way through. Coach told me, Spanish Fork coach told me that they have a good defence. So, but he's still got a lot to work at with the way this Maple Mountain side have appeared to be. Free kick on the far side to Maple Mountain. That's a long one. Way down the line. No offside. One in the centre. They can't make the cross yet. Maple Mountain going all the way. And it goes out on the Spanish Fork quick clearance. Throw in to Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain play short, but there's two defenders there from Spanish Fork. Maple Mountain keeping possession, finding the space there. They got one runner in the centre, doesn't go through. Spanish Fork now. They have only one forward, it's about the run now. Goalkeeper drops back. Who's the fastest? Maple Mountain. But all they can do is put it out. Looks like the throw into Spanish Fork. Would take a really long one to get it into the box from there. Just on the edge. They can't turn and place it. Maple Mountain. Push it out to the side, but they're having to drop back to get that, and it goes out. Spanish Fork with the throw. That should go to Spanish Fork again. Spanish Fork with the throw. There's no one to drop back to. They need someone up the line. That's where they go. It's about getting there fast enough. Maple Mountain, they make their way past. Spanish Fork, just put it into the centre. And it's in the box. Still with Spanish Fork. They get another go at it. Shot. Oh, just put over. Shot coming there from Daisy Gonzalez. The other player making a large part of the work there was Gracie Sorensen. So Spanish Fork with the corner on the far side. It's good work by the keeper to put that over. It was well placed to try and just beat the keeper just over the head. The in-swinging corner from the far side, tiny little wind. Defence is up there to close it down. Just gets a deflection clear. Spanish Fork have another go at it. Running all the way themselves, but the defence is there closing it out. Spanish Fork defence is in the Maple Mountain half when that ball came through there. Now they got to get back. Now it's about the run. They have a fast runner. Maple Mountain 1-1 front goal. Put her away. Scorer was Ashley Flake there. Ashley Flake Jr. should be said. Oh no, Ashley Flake is a junior. Let me remind myself about what I'm seeing on the rosters. So the first goal goes to Maple Mountain in the 5th minute of play. So Spanish Fork down one. And give it away just after the kickoff. And there's a run again. This time they close it down. That'll go out for the corner. Maple Mountain with the corner on the far side. This one will be the outswinger. away from the goal. The wind's from that side as well, so it's very light. It's about 5 miles an hour, but nothing really. It's a low one. The header's there to clear it. Spanish Fork pulling back. Spanish Fork couldn't make possession out of it. Maple Mountain makes space on the wide right, but they can't get the cross on. However, the deflection does put it out for the corner on the far side again to Maple Mountain. So what about that first goal? The Spanish Fork defence way up at the halfway line, beaten by a long ball forward, and then it's just a run one-on-one against the goalkeeper. Spanish Fork need the clearance, that's better. Long one into the centre, no one there, goes out. It'll be the goal kick to Spanish Fork. Jessica Aarons in goal for Spanish Fork to take the kick. Tries to put it long down the right side. Doesn't get there. They still have to find a way through, but a deflection will put it out for the Spanish Fork throw. Taken perhaps a little quickly, Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork, long one forward. Needs a run, needs a run. That's what's happening. Oh, what's the ref saying about that? No foul. Spanish Fork in front of goal. Pushing it wide. Deflections there from the defence. Good work by Maple Mountain. Now Maple Mountain coming down their left. Push it long forward. But this time they don't have the runner facing it. Spanish Fork take possession. We have an offside call. Referee hadn't spotted the flag on the far side. So Spanish Fork with the free kick. Spanish Fork. Long one forward. And the defence was in there fast enough to cover. Not fast enough to get it away there. Referee says nothing about any foul. That one he does. Maple Mountain with the free kick then in their own half. Chance to reorganise behind that. They have a couple of forward runners. Right in front of goal. Goalkeeper has it. Well anticipated by Aarons. Long one down the right side. It's going to go out. Maple Mountain with the throw. Long one down the line. Well covered. Maple Mountain in front of goal. Can they get the run in? Yes they can. Shot. Way over the top. Well, just over the top to be fair, but it was over the top. A lot of goal there. That was good work by Maple Mountain, finding the space again in front of goal, and it's just one-on-one with the keeper. Good considerate play with the pass rather than the shot from, I think it was Ali Fryer. So, when the ball comes back, we'll get a throw in. Spanish Fork it looks like. Yep. Everyone clustered down this right side. Long ball down it. And my own goalkeeping not good enough, puts it too far away. But that'll go out for the Spanish Fork throw. Played further into the centre. Spanish Fork did just get there just in time. Free kick goes to Spanish Fork from Maple Mountain behind the defender, putting on too much pressure. So, Spanish Fork free kick. I think not quite sure. Spanish Fork not quite sure what they've been given there, but it's a free kick. into the centre of midfield. Maple Mountain have it. They have space out on this left side for them and one forward. They have space towards goal. It's about to run and the defence is there. Comes off the post, goes off for the goal kick. So with 10 minutes played, it's Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 1. Spanish Fork then with the goal kick. Taking a little bit of time to get the team in position. To the near midfield, taken by Maple Mountain. But there's about 3 defenders there from Spanish Fork. There's Maple Mountain has space on the left. They put it out there. They need to make space in front of goal. Curling one. Oh, great save by Irons. Very, very good save. Maple Mountain did really well there to make the space out on the left. Then they made some more space by bringing it into the centre. But the shot was always going to be a little bit speculative. But to that top corner, it was always going to be a difficult one for the goalkeeper as well. So really good save. Great play from both teams. So the outswinging corner from Maple Mountain. Right in front of goal. Where does it fall? Needs to be cleared. Goalkeeper has it. Brave play from the goalkeeper there. Spanish Fork. They need to close on it and go with it. Spanish Fork keep it, but a little too aggressive. And we have an injury on the field at this point. So it'll take a moment while we get that covered. Spanish Fork making the clearance very quickly, trying to beat Maple Mountain on their recovery. But the first pass forward of Maple Mountain did a good job to get it forward for Spanish Fork, but the first contact with the ball was such that it was just too strong. Went out, coach coming on the field to see the hurt player there. She gets up. Just trying to find her name on the team sheet and the roster. Don't see her. However, she's limping, so it looks like coach is going to help her off. And it'll be Spanish Fork get the throw in. Wasn't expecting that, but Spanish Fork get the throw in anyway. Down the line. Spanish Fork still have it. Looking to find a gap. They go around the outside. That's going to work. Just need space for the centered ball. Needed more height on it. Good recovery. Maple Mountain then. They have no one forward. Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork put it out to the left side. And a little too far out to the left side. So Maple Mountain coming down the right. It's 4 against 2, I think, as far as Maple Mountain goes. Not enough power on the shot. Irons takes it. Long clearance. Spanish Fork don't have anybody that far forward. But they're fighting for it. Maple Mountain hold possession. Take it slowly on the right side. And that's going to go out for the throw. No? Maple Mountain win it back. and give it away. Good space on the right for Spanish Fork. Pendleton trying to find a way through, but there's enough defence there. Good marking from the point of view of Maple Mountain, and the long clearance, that's what they've been looking for. Spanish Fork can't control it. 3 against 3, it's about the run, that's going to be offside surely. No call from the assistant on the far side. Goal to Maple Mountain. So second goal scored, it seems, by Ali Fryer, who's the lead scorer for Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 2. Spanish Fork push it forward straight off the kickoff. And that'll go out for the Spanish Fork throw, I believe. Maple Mountain do a really good job of clustering on Spanish Fork forwards, so that you get the it makes it number one, hard to find the passes going forward, and number two, hard for the passes, the players that those passes reach to do anything. Whereas Maple Mountain seems to just find more space, such as this. Defence beaten, shot, goalkeeper has it. Need the clearance, Maple Mountains. No call from the ref. Spanish Fork retain control. There's space on this near side. That's where they go. Make more space with it and give it away. Spanish Fork tussling for it. Spanish Fork have it. Trying to go down the line, and that'll go to Spanish Fork for the throw. Foul throw. Spanish Fork need the clearance, and Maple Mountain couldn't find the space. So Spanish Fork now, they have the run on goal. Goalkeepers sticking back, defender makes it. Long one forward. Who's going to make the run? Spanish offside called on this one. Wouldn't have said so myself, but hey. We don't have video assisted refereeing. Referee has a word with Spanish Fork's Shillen Jensen. I believe she's being put out of the game for no substitute, that's all. No, I guess she's just putting something out of the game that she shouldn't have had on the game. Spanish Fork. They make the links. Forward in front of goal. Defence is there. They cover with the clearance. Doesn't go far enough. They get a second attempt at it, but they can't hold it. Spanish Fork. They can't turn it. Maple Mountain then. Long one forward. It's about the run. Once again, Maple Mountain in front of goal. A lot of this score being the way it is if you want to find any positive in the score itself for Spanish Fork, is that Jessica Aarons has played some great goalkeeping. So out it goes. Spanish Fork with the throw, I believe. Spanish Fork tried to drop it back, and it gives it away. Maple Mountain, right at the back. Use space on the right. Moving forward. They have a chance here. In the box. Good defending, puts it clear. And doesn't quite go out. Go out for the throw in the end. Maple Mountain with the throw on the far side. Takes a while to recover the ball. And throw towards goal. They drop it back and not far enough. But Spanish Fork can't make the clearance, and that shot won't be Tyron's. Big run from Spanish Fork out on that left side. Can they move it in front of goal? And the foul. Spanish Fork get the free kick. Sorensen fouled. Great place for a free kick for Spanish Fork here. Five players in the box. 3 players back. Oh, 4 back. Sorensen into the box in front of goal, goes a little too far, and that'll go out for the goal kick. Maple Mountain happy to watch that and take the goal kick when the opportunity arises. And we're back from the timeout with the score standing at Maple Mountain, Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 2, and at least one of those goals coming from Ali Fryer, their record goal scorer. The other one from Ashley Flake, but might have expected a little bit of that from the way these teams have played in the lead up to this game. But at the same time, Spanish Fork have won their other conference game. They weren't a team to ignore. And then equally some great goalkeeping from Spanish Fork as well. It could easily have been 0-4 by now if it were not for Jessica Ahrens. Spanish Fork with a long one forward. And the Maple Mountain defence is there to cover. Goalkeeper puts it out. And it goes out eventually for the throw into Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork have their defence almost all in Maple Mountain's half. Danger here if Maple Mountain get the run. Long one forward, it's about the run. Maple Mountain there. Goalkeeper beat, and it's turned in. Most of that coming from Ali Fryer. And I believe the goal coming from Kezia Swain. Spanish Fork. A long way to go now, even though it's only the first half. Maple Mountain have possession on the far side. Give it away. But Spanish Fork ball goes back and forward for a little while. Spanish Fork managed to recover it a couple of times, but again given away. Long shot there. Maple Mountain gone down the right offside. Spanish Fork with the free kick. Long one forward on the left. But Spanish Fork still have it. Tried to put it into the centre. And the Maple Mountain defence is there. Spanish Fork still have it on the left. They drop back, play it into the centre. Space on the right, which they use. Need more space on the right, but they go through the centre. Take too long with the shot. Spanish Fork should have that. Oh, but got to be careful. Oh, way over the top. Ali Fryer making all the space there, all the run. She was running fast towards the line when Spanish Fork were happy to just pick it up. And she was really going fast. Took it all the way in front of goal herself, past the other defender, and then the shot over the top, so it'll be Spanish Fork with the goal kick. Maple Mountain now. Ali Fryer in front of goal. Goalkeeper has that one. Another great save. Maple Mountain. They use the space on the right. They got one in the centre. Can they make the cross? Spanish Fork get the clearance. They're going forward on the left. Only two going forward. And that should give them the throw in, yep, on the far side. Spanish Fork down the line. Still have it. They drop it back. Protecting possession, but a little too much of it, taking too long. Spanish Fork defense is there covering. They put it back up the line, and it goes out for the Maple Mountain throw. They take it quickly, trying to cut it into the centre. They have to go down the line again, and that'll go out for the Spanish Fork throw. A lot of struggling player in play there. Spanish Fork with a throw on the far side. Down by 3. Spanish Fork tried to put it into the centre. They get a second chance, go with the long one forward. No one there for it. Spanish Fork are doing a lot of the running to fight for the ball. But when it comes to linking play, Maple Mountain are doing very, very well. In front of goal now, shot, defence is there. Second shot defended. Long one forward, need a run. Spanish Fork with a chance on this right side. Maple Mountain drop it back to keep possession. Spanish Fork can't take it away, Maple Mountain. Nice touch down the line. Now they have the one in front of goal. Defenders cross over. There's a shot, but it's going to go wide for the goal kick. And we have a timeout. So we'll be back in a moment after the timeout with the score standing at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 3. Oh. And my mistake, it's a sub. Kind of hard to tell with the signalling between the ref and the linesman there, my mistake. So goal kick it is. In front of goal for Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork, good job with the clearance. Just get it out the way and worry about it by bringing players back. Maple Mountain, the whole Spanish Fork team in their own half. Compare that to when they're going forward and they have only their goalkeeper in their own half. Maple Mountain link up round the defence, and it's going to be offside, I think, or free kick. Foul. Free kick. Or better still, goal kick, that looks it. Long one. Into space, Spanish Fork with the run. Sorensen needs to cut it back. Getting close to the line. Brings it back. Oh, very close for Spanish Fork. It was dropped back. Good idea into the space, but Spanish Fork, all their forwards were in front of it. So, on the far side, Spanish Fork. Looks like it'll be the corner. That'll be the end swinger. In front of goal, good one. Spanish Fork there. Don't get the power on it. But Maple Mountain can't link up that time, and Spanish Fork get the clearance for the Maple Mountain throw on the near side. Taken quickly. Maple Mountain still have it. Switch to the far side. Through the centre. Maple Mountain. Can they make the run? Good shoulders in the way there from Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork with it. They keep possession. And it will be the Spanish Fork throw on the far side. They have a lot down the line. Maple Mountain get away with it. It's about the fast run. They drop back. Cross into the centre. There's only one there. Spanish Fork with it though. They've got lots of time. No need to rush. Now. So, Maple Mountain. Defence beaten. Going to goal. Shot. Oh! Irons wasn't going to be beaten by that one, but it came to the second Maple Mountain player on the far side and went into the far side netting on the outside, so that should be the goal kick. Substitution taking place while the goal kick is prepared. So that'll take a moment. Score standing at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 3, with about 7.5 minutes left in the first half. Maple Mountain. Some good linking. Tried to put it forward. But it's Spanish Fork. Sorensen trying to get to it. Not controlled, but she still has it. Can she get past the defence? They're covering well. Sorensen drops it out to the right. Back into the centre. Goes up in the air. Spanish Fork can't get the head to it. Out on the far side, Maple Mountain. they can afford to relax a little bit with the score standing the way it is, and that'll go out for the Spanish Fork throw at about the centre point. Substitutions taking place. What's it going to take to change the score here? Well, it's a Spanish Fork side winning, so in one respect, 5A Region 8 is doing well for Spanish Fork in this game. Maple Mountain with the run, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, no offside. Shot needed. There it is. That's the third time that Maple Mountain have had that one-on-one play in front of goal. They just play the ball forward past the defence and then run like crazy. That's a second one from Ashley Flake. And with about 5 minutes left or thereabouts of the first half. Must be some disappointment forming in Spanish Fork. It's going to make the second half hard. Sorensen's down the line. She goes to the centre. Goalkeeper's going to be there for it and has it. Oh, what a clearance. That's going to have to be stopped by the goalkeeper on the other side. Brilliantly done. It's not often you'll see that in any game, and I mean professional as well. Maple Mountain try to build going forward, go out to the right. Can they make the space again? They still have it. Well, they tried to make their way through the defence, but it would have been only one chance at a runner from that. Spanish Fork then, on the left. Tried to beat the defence, drop back, the space, go through the centre, the cross. Not controlled. Maple Mountain get the clearance. Spanish Fork are in there to recover it. Going forward again. And that one will come out on the near side for the Spanish Fork throw. Maple Mountain can't beat Spanish Fork coming forward like that. Sorensen. Can she find a space? Makes her own. Does she get the shot? Goes too far. And Maple Mountain don't get the clearance. It's in front of goal. Sorensen again. Back and forward in front of goal. Jensen. Beaten on the near side, but she gets the free kick. McLean with the free kick. Plenty of opportunities from a place like that. Right in front of goal. Oh! How many times can you miss? That was so unlucky for Sorensen. Maple Mountain trying to rush forward and looks like it went out on the far side. Maple Mountain with the throw. Trying to find space. Maple Mountain drop it all the way back. The long clearance, that'll be about the run. Great save. Oh. You know, Ali Fryer did all the work there, but there was a great save, the first one from Aarons, and then that put it in front of Nelson, who is the one who put it away. It's looking a bit runaway right now for Maple Mountain. The thing that's got to be said is if one team can score 5 goals in the first half, can a team score 6 in the second? Well, it's not impossible. Spanish Fork coming forward. Goalkeeper comes out and stops it. The defence is there to cover and clear it. Nelson drops it back, long one forward, no offside. Fryer. And I think we'll get the goal kick, yes. A little bit of disappointment showing in the way that some of the Spanish Fork players are expressing themselves. Putting the ball down to take the goal kick shows a little bit of frustration. Good defending. Maple Mountain. There's space on the right. Spanish Fork are there. Free kick will. Not sure whether we're giving a free kick at the. Yeah, free kick. Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork in front of goal. Nelson with the shot. Beg your pardon, it was McLean with the shot. But it's a goal kick. It's into space. This is a danger for Spanish Fork. But they cover it and turn round. Clear it down the line. Maple Mountain take a second chance at it. Into the space. It's 2 on 2, 3 on 2. And it'll go out for the corner on the far side. Almost at the end of normal time. The buzzer goes. Half time it is from the referee as well. So with the score standing at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 5. A lot of work for Spanish Fork to do in this second half. But Maple Mountain have played brilliantly, pushing through, beating the defence and then going one-on-one against the goalkeeper at least 3 times, leading to a score of 5. So from that point of view, they only have to defend the second half. We shall see if they will. This is Spanish Fork 17 covering high school soccer. Welcome back to second half coverage of Spanish Fork High School versus Maple Mountain High School in the 5A Region 8 UHSAA conference, and the score standing after the first half at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 5. And a lot of that coming from free runs at the Maple Mountain. We're getting beating the Spanish Fork defence. In the 5th minute, Flake got away from the defenders and it was one-on-one against the goalkeeper, and Flake won. Then in 15 minutes, Fryer did the same, away from the defence, one-on-one against the goalkeeper. Then it was a cross in front of goal for Swain in the 22nd minute. Then the 35th minute, Flake again, getting uh, a free run in front of goal, and then in the 38th minute, Nelson being the last touch of the ball, really, when it was struggling about in front of goal. The score at that level means that there's a huge amount of work for Spanish Fork to do. A lot of concern on their part, I suspect. Spanish Fork playing in red from right to left in the second half. Maple Mountain playing in white. Spanish Fork in red from right to left, and Maple Mountain in white from left to right. If there's a high point in the Spanish Fork game, it's Spanish Fork High School game. It's definitely their goalkeeper, Jessica Aarons, is very, very good. So, game underway. Second half. A lot of work to do for Spanish Fork. They're back in front of goal, drop it back, and the clearance. And they'll keep possession. Chance to work it forward, down the line. Still have it. One in the centre. But they can't control it for the shot. Maple Mountain then. They have two forward, they've got to watch the offside. Spanish Fork. Ball just going back and forward between the teams at the moment. Space on the right, Maple Mountain on the run. In front of goal. Shot. Aarons does it again. Great save. But Maple Mountain still have it. Spanish Fork got to watch fouls. Aarons, safe hands there for Spanish Fork High School. The clearance makes it halfway. Maple Mountain turn it back. They still have possession into the space going forward, and it will go out. Spanish Fork throw in the near side down the line. Maple Mountain can't control it, but they drop it back, looking for a way forward. They go through the centre in front of goal, being pushed way out wide. They won't get a shot from there, but they get through the defence in front of goal. The shot goes over the bar. So Garcia, the one putting it over the bar there. Goal kick to Spanish Fork. Down the line it goes. Spanish Fork put it into space. They got to have the fast runner. The coverage is good from the defence just to put it out by the moment. And it'll go out on the far side, I think. Nope, it's just on the line. Spanish Fork still with it. They drop it back, build again. But they can't go left. Spanish Fork will have this. Gotta be careful. That's a bit of a pain. That one's gonna hurt. The clearance from the goalkeeper. So, Maple Mountain put it into the centre. Spanish Fork got to clear it. That's better. No handball call. Nope. Maple Mountain have the ball. Trying to find some space. Spanish Fork just pressing them. But Maple Mountain still have it. They tried to switch out to this near side, but they can't make it through. Offside called by the near side linesman. Aarons, I think, was out to make that safe anyway, but even so. It's another one of those cases of Aaron's looking in a bit of pain at this point. Looks like she's hurt her left leg. No, right leg, I beg your pardon. That's something that Spanish Fork have got to worry about. Maple Mountain. Building on the left, but Spanish Fork clear it, buy themselves the time. If it looks like a lot of Maple Mountain players on the field, I think the JV team is warming up. Down the line goes Spanish Fork, but it's too long. That'll be covered, drop back. Referee having a word with the Spanish Fork coach. For the player down, I beg your pardon. So, barely started the second half, still stands at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 5. Gotta wonder what each coach said to the team. Keep going if you're Maple Mountain, or just hold back and take advantage of the lead. And if you're Spanish Fork, what have you got to fight for? Looks like the down player is resolved. Referee playing a drop ball for the goalkeeper. There makes that massive long clearance that we've seen. Spanish Fork defence cuts in and puts it out. That's the way to do it when they're defending a team like this. Just get it clear and buy the time to recover. Maple Mountain try to put it through the centre. Turn on the outside and the far side. They can't make it through. Can Spanish Fork make it clear? Yep. So it's on the line for Maple Mountain. And that goes out for the Maple Mountain throw. They're still zooming, let's just say. Irons can't be beat like that. They're really, they could have, if you thought the Maple Mountain were going to sit back, rest on their laurels with this 5-goal lead, you wouldn't have seen that throw-in taken so quickly. Spanish Fork, Sorensen, trying to make the space in front of goal. She's pushed out. Shot from outside the box, and the clearance. And it's Spanish Fork defence. That's the position we're at. Now it's about the run, 1-on-1. Maple Mountain in front of goal. And that one beats Irons. Garcia the scorer. Very, very frustrating for Spanish Fork with it being 6-0 now that they're down by. And fair to say that was another one of those free runs on goal. The fourth out of 6 goals that Maple Mountain have scored with them running with the ball 1-on-1 against the Spanish Fork keeper. That one cuts really wide. Oh, look at that. Very selfless play. Garcia puts it over onto the far side there, where the goal is wide open because Irons is already down to protect the goal. And believe it was Fryer with the score. So Spanish Fork, they're let me see, 8th kickoff. I think if Spanish Fork are going to look for anything here, it should be consolation. And like I said, if they're looking for something to find that's positive in this game, it has got to be the goalkeeper. I mean, one-on-one, she didn't stand a chance for at least, I would say, 4 of the goals. 5 of the goals even. But the number of shots on goal that she did stop is very clearly evidence that she's a good goalkeeper. On the other hand, Maple Mountain, what are they looking for that's positive? Their linking play, getting their players go forward of that kind, is very, very good. No offside. Cross again to the far side. There's no one there this time. Goalkeeper stays up. Maple Mountain still with it. They drop it back. Through the centre. Into the corner. They have a little bit of time. Head for the line. Cut through, cross in front of goal. All it needed was a contact. Spanish Fork not getting it clear or taking too long to get it clear. Still not really quite clear. That one is. Maple Mountain. They have 3 players forward. They'll get the throw in there. Four forward if you include the one taking the throw in. Good defending. Spanish Fork. That was better getting the clearance that time. Clear. But Maple Mountain are just coming through in waves. That'll go out for the goal kick. Substitution taking place. Tired legs in the part of the Spanish Fork goalkeeper. Just seems that way. Not surprising when you're down 7. Out onto the right side. Out of the right side. There's a substitution to take place before the throw, so it'll be retaken. Half an hour or so remaining with the score standing at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 7. Maple Mountain in the space. Goes too far and they hit the side netting. The defending was better there. Forcing the shot to be taken at a much later point, and the result is much narrower angle against the goal. Side netting much more likely. Both these schools recent entries into 5A, I believe, but Maple Mountain 1 year before Spanish Fork, so this is Spanish Fork's first year, I believe, in 5A contest. If that's true, then it is something to get used to from their point of view. Good save, Aarons. Spanish Fork, Sorensen puts it wide. They still have it. Sorensen turns, goes. Will it go out? Nope. But the cut back. So it'll be the goal kick for Maple Mountain with some substitutions taking place. Heron, the keeper for Maple Mountain. I think the standout in her game has been the distance she can make in clearances. Referee's waiting for things to settle with the substitutions. Spanish Fork with one to complete. Game on. Maple Mountain going forward. Spanish Fork cut it out. But they can't make the pass going forward, give it away. Maple Mountain into the space on the right. Cross isn't powerful enough. Spanish Fork go with the clearance, which will go out for the Maple Mountain throw. Maple Mountain to the box. Spanish Fork make the clearance though. Sorensen can get to this. She's beaten by the Maple Mountain marking defender. Coming forward from Maple Mountain. It's going to be one-on-one in front of the goalkeeper again. But the shoulders there from Spanish Fork. That's not so much one nudging the player with the ball, but in the way that the player with the ball has to go round, not through. So a long clearance. And the defence takes it. Maple Mountain. Can they cut it back? And Spanish Fork can make the clearance for the goal kick. A free kick to fire. Throw in to Maple Mountain. Takes a while to get the ball back. As if Maple Mountain could care. So that one goes out for the goal kick. Just under 25 minutes remaining in the game. Spanish Fork with 7 to recover a tie out of this. Spanish Fork try to go down the line, but it takes a little bit of work, but they still have it. But they can't make their way past. Maple Mountain struggling past as well. That'll go out for the throw into Spanish Fork. Maple Mountain, long one front. It's about the run now. Spanish Fork have a defence there. They beat the Maple Mountain runners. Put it out, not buy themselves the time. I wonder if that's tactical on the part of Maple Mountain head coach Craig Lamont. Substitute the player on the furthest away side of the field from him so that it takes a little bit of time. Probably not. Spanish Fork not really taking ownership. Maple Mountain go down the line. It's not. They're not going to make it, but fortunately for them, Spanish Fork right behind them put it out. So another throw in from Maple Mountain. They aim for the box, and Spanish Fork put it out. Maple Mountain with the throw. Long one into the box. Front of goal needs a clearance. That's better. Spanish Fork put it into space. There's a defender there. Doesn't go out. Maple Mountain put it forward. Spanish Fork put it out. Spanish Fork, long one forward. Straight at the Maple Mountain defence. They're looking to use the time. Forward on the line. They can't bring it down. Spanish Fork put it out. That's just safety play. A few substitutions to take place with 21 and a bit minutes remaining in the game. Score standing at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 7. Maple Mountain with the throw. They try to make their way past the defender. Defender goes down. Maple Mountain again. Looking for space going forward. And that's going to be offside. Oh, no, throw in. Difference between what the players thought and what the referee thought. Yes, offside. Spanish Fork then. Down the line, it's going to go out. Curling a bit too much. Maple Mountain beginning to seem as if they're taking it easy. But they still make space from the throw. Defenders in there. Maple Mountain still have it, still fighting for it. Still have it. Drop it out. Just to the line. Spanish Fork. They try the clearance. Doesn't go far enough. Maple Mountain. Big long run forward. They have space on the right. And offside is called. Another free kick to Spanish Fork. Long one forward. Spanish Fork with it. It's about the run. That should be the Spanish Fork throw. Maple Mountain hoping to walk it out, but they get a second chance at that. It'll be a goal kick after the substitutions. You know, as much as we can say that the thing that stands out about Micaiah Hearn, the Maple Mountain goalkeeper, is really the clearances. The thing that has to be said is that we haven't really seen her face a shot. Certainly no one-on-one Spanish Fork forward versus Heron, for example. Spanish Fork all the way forward. The goalkeeper, their only player in their half. Struggling for it. Goes out wide. Spanish Fork with the throw. They still have it. Cutting in towards the centre. Still have it. Taken away by Maple Mountain. They have players running forward with it. but they don't do the long run. Into the box, that's going to slide out. Yep, goal kick it is. Offside, in fact. Maple Mountain clear it up. Spanish Fork put it wide. Maple Mountain put it forward. Sent to the box. Aarons is there for it. Long clearance. Spanish Fork probably better, getting as much of that as they can. Cut out the near field play on their own half. Maple Mountain into the space. Defenders there. Doesn't clear it though. Back into the middle. Maple Mountain taking their time. Lots of options for them in front of goal. They come back towards the centre. Try to reach the far side of the box, but it doesn't work. Goalkeeper's there for it. Oh, but it's not a clearance. Dangerous one for Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork, 3 forward. They don't keep possession. They're back at the defence. They do the right thing. And that'll go out for the Maple Mountain throw. Right in front of the commentary position here. Score standing with about 15 minutes remaining in the game. Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 7. Large set of substitutions by Maple Mountain. Wouldn't be surprised if they've had their JV team on for several minutes. Take them off so that they're warmed up for the game after. Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork give it away in front of goal, dangerous. But it takes a deflection. Spanish Fork play forward, and it will be free kick to Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork, long one forward. They still almost had it. Maple Mountain, that'll be retaken, I think. Yep, substitution. Maple Mountain the ones putting that out for the Spanish Fork throw while the substitution takes place, and the thrower is the one being substituted. Spanish Fork, they'll go down the line. Spanish Fork fighting for it. Maple Mountain winning it. Into the space, but free kick called against Maple Mountain. Or foul called against Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork will get the free kick. Long one into the box in front of goal. No one there. All Maple Mountain need is clearance. Bit of a tugging going on there. Ref says play on and calls a foul in the end. And Spanish Fork win it. Maple Mountain on the right side, trying to make past. They'll get the throw in. Maple Mountain trying to find a way into the box. There's too much defence there in front of goal. Spanish Fork need the clearance. They don't get it. Maple Mountain still have it, but they don't drop it back strongly enough, and Spanish Fork get the clearance. Doesn't give them the run at goal though. There's only one Maple Mountain defender there. And as they come back, Spanish Fork can't move it forward. So misery in Spanish Fork and joy and delight in Spanish Fork as it stands at present, with the Spanish Fork team, Spanish Fork High School, down having scored none against Spanish Fork High School, Maple Mountain High School, who've scored 7. So yes, great game for Spanish Fork. Very unfortunate game for Spanish Fork. Works both ways. So goal kick. Almost into the last 10 minutes. Maple Mountain working forward, shot, and it's in, over the keeper. Great work pushing it to the far corner. Not sure what the triple blow on the whistle's for from the referee. But the clock has just resumed 14-0-0 on the score. So I guess that goal finished the game. And that ending at Spanish Fork 0, Maple Mountain 9. Is that because there isn't a 1 to take it to 10 on the scoreboard? Or was the scoreboard clock just no good? That's it for high school soccer from Spanish Fork 17. Thanks for watching. Spanish Fork team won, Spanish Fork team lost.